Hi, everybody. It is Tuesday, the 9th of May, a couple of days away from heading to San Rafael with Denny Tedesco and Russ Kunkel to do a screening of the documentary about the immediate family and doing a Q&A, and then back home again. And then preparing to play at McCabe's out here with Steve Postel and a gang of incorrigible people. That should be a really fun evening on the 21st of this month. I'm going to be hunkering down now and starting to work on Lyle tunes, getting ready for the tour. So I'm looking forward to that. Yesterday was so much fun hooking up with the great Ron Carter. We talked for, I don't know, an hour. And he is such an absolute delight and has just like the energy of a kid. I mean, I can't believe he's 86 years old now. But it was wonderful talking to him again. And hopefully if we get back to New York, we can get together. I would love to really do a sit down with him and talk about his life and his career, which is absolutely one of the most remarkable in this business. I got plumbers in the house right now, replacing a bunch of pipes that potentially could bust at some point because they got a lot of corrosion on them. So rather than suffer through what would happen if the water main broke in the house, I'd rather spend the money now and replace some pipes and be all fresh with a new copper pipe. So doing that, but Ron was great. And it was so weird yesterday with, doing the Bernie Williams. And I put up that other video after that explaining what happened, but like 3/4 of the way through the video, all of a sudden the phone, because I do all this on my iPhone, but all of a sudden, the alarm went off on the phone, which stopped the filming like in mid-sentence. So rather than starting all over again, I just threw that up. And I was going to finish it up today, but I found something else that I don't believe I've covered on this channel, and it was really a fun, great session. So I was going to share that. And this was a thing. It's David Garfield and friends. David Garfield is one of the great keyboard producers in LA. He's worked with everybody, but he did this great tribute album to Jeff Porcaro. We did this back in 1997. And he's got a tremendous cast of guys who played on this record, each of them doing a track or two on it. Now, I was lucky enough to get to play Babylon Sisters, Steely Dan Babylon Sisters, and I got to play with a great bunch of people, but I got to play with Bernard Pretty Purdy on it. Bernard is one of the greatest drummers ever in this industry. I love Bernard, but to get to play this song with him was really something special. So on this one, the synth on this was Michael Boddicker and David Garfield. Keyboards, piano, basically. On it is Greg Fillinganes, Mike Landau on guitar, Bob Shepard on tenor sax. There's a little voice thing in this, and that's Joe Porcaro, and it was produced by David Garfield, mixed by Alan Hirschberg. Let me see if they've got engineering credit on here. Hold on one sec. Well, it's listing Alan Hirschberg as the chief engineer, but there's a whole bunch of people that were involved. I mean, the list of people involved on this project is really, really extensive. It's like a who's who of all the cats in this business, honoring Jeff. And it was great when we started the session. We listened to a drum clinic that Jeff had done. And so to hear Jeff's voice before we went in and started playing was great, but it was really funny. He's talking to all these young players and talking about the history of things in this. And at one point he goes, "So how many of you know who Bernard Purdy is?" And I guess not a hand raised in this class. And Jeff went ballistic because he loved Bernard and always felt Bernard was one of the absolute stalwart benchmarks of this business. And he still is. He's still working. It's not, he hasn't stopped at all. And Jeff gets more and more pissed off in this thing and finally just gets up and walks out, slams the doors, and then we started playing. It was really great. But I'm going to go ahead and play this right now and keep this short and sweet today. But this is from the album Tribute to Jeff, and it's David Garfield and Friends Play Tribute to Jeff Porcaro is the full title of this. Let me see if there's any other stuff. No. Nope, so let's just go ahead and listen to this. This is really a cool track.
This is Bernard Purdy.
I love that. I love that, man. And it was just one pass. We just sat down and played. As memory serves me, I think we did that at Mad Hatter Studios, which was Chick Corea's studio. I think so. So that was a tribute to Jeff Porcaro that David Garfield put together. He's done a lot of tribute things too. He's really very conscientious about honoring our fallen brothers and sisters in this business. So that was a ball. And plus getting to play with Bernard Purdy. Pretty Purdy. Boy, there's nobody like Bernard. So, so I'm going to get running now. Just nice, short and sweet. Tomorrow is our Clubhouse live stream, so hopefully I'll see a bunch of you there. I look forward to that. That's always just a joyous afternoon for me. And other than that, I'm going to go check in on the plumbers and see how they're doing now, and then start getting some work done here. I did a ton of planting yesterday. Got this whole area done just beautifully. Went and got a dozen bags of mulch and mulched the whole area after planting a ton of daylilies on. Came out today and there's a big mound there. There's a gopher got into it all. No matter how hard you try, you're living in nature. So that's that. So, okay, everybody, take good care. Have a great day. My heart's with you. It's all just be, every time I turn on the news, it breaks my heart. So let's just all try to be as good with each other as we possibly can, because we really need it in this world that we're living in at this point. So much craziness. So, okie dokie. I will talk to you later. Bye.